What's going on, guys, and welcome to a playthrough of Duelist of the Roses. This is kind of a continuation from Forbidden Memories. It's been a long time since I played this game. The only thing to note, because I'm playing this on an emulator, you could see it probably underneath the now loading bit. Little lines and things do appear. That is the only thing that I've seen different. I will be turning off the cutscenes of the monsters, otherwise each video will be about 5 hours long. So to give a bit of background, because I need to try and remember everything I can of this game, because unlike Forbidden Memories, I don't speedrun it, I don't play it in my spare time. The last time I played this was actually on a PlayStation 2. So you got Seto, who's the leader of the White Roses, Yugi, who's the leader of the Red Roses, and I think it's based on the actual War of the Roses. Mai tells Simon to go and summon a duelist from another age, which is us, which I guess is the duelist that you played in Forbidden Memories. I think. So this is Simon, who's on the Red Rose side. Yeah, hopefully some of it, sometimes they don't appear. Hopefully the lines and things aren't too noticeable. Not really a lot I can do about it, I'm afraid. So unlike Forbidden Memories, you can actually fit my full name in this, and I think as well your name actually dictates like what decks that you get. Tyrannothal. Speaking of that, I do have the 2 passwords. One from the first playthrough of Forbidden Memories, one from the replay of Forbidden Memories. I'm going to use just those as the codes. I know there's codes for, I think, Barrel Dragon, like Seiyaru, Mimicat, things like that. They're really stupid, good, powerful cards. But I want to try and play through this as though I haven't played it before, because of how long it's been. So using the Red Rose cards, they have summoned me to help them in their fight against the armies of the White Rose. Ran by Seto. Or Rosencruz. Only his followers call him that. And unlike in the first one, you may have seen it from some of the intro, you basically play on a board with a deck master, and you move the deck master, and around them they have a square where you can summon spells, you can summon monsters, play spells, play traps. It's not the 5 spell card zones, 5 monster zones, it's a massive board. I'm not going to do a practice duel, because I remember enough of the game, and you guys don't want to watch that. So you have your deck leader, which we get a choice of, I believe it's 3. The only thing I did was watch me get summoned and see how this cutscene kind of looked up until the point of the practice duel, just to see if there was any like flashing on the screen, if it was just basically unplayable. So we got Luminous Soldier, Cryal, Tactical Warrior. I'm tempted, because this one's only got 1 main race, to go for that. Average summon levels. But then that's got, you can make, some of the fusions in this are kind of the same. So like Dragon and Zombie will make Dragon Zombie. Zombie and Spellcaster will make Magical Ghost. Fairies, Warriors, Spellcasters, and Fish. You know, I'm going to go with Luminous Soldier. Don't know why. And here comes Seto. So the Guardian Star system from the first game is gone. You don't have your Sun, Moon, Venus, Mercury, things like that. Instead, the attributes work against the other attributes. They don't boost you, they do something called spell... I think it's spell binding, where they can't move. So if you use something with a light attribute, battle a dark attribute, if you don't win, you spellbind them for a turn, so the opponent cannot move that card. Everything of this game is basically around being tactical and moving cards to... I don't know, you either, like... From what I remember, you obviously put their life points to 0. I think you can also fill up their summon zone, so if they can't summon, you win. What Seto wants to do is combine the white roses with the red roses to grant the power overall. It's also the spell, I think Seto says it in a moment, it's also the spell that sends us back to our world. And Seto already knows what has happened. I think Seto's based in England, and then Yugi's based in France. So I know there's quite a lot of links to the actual War of the Roses, which I think is pretty cool. Once again, with the playthrough of this, much like the playthrough of Forbidden Memories, I don't want to sit here and read the story, but at the same time, I don't just want to skip through it massively, because there are going to be a couple of people out there that are watching this for the story, like myself. It's been a while since I've played it, can't fully remember everything that's happened, that happens. I just know that the last guy is a pain. So, if you were reading, if you were listening to me, Seto now tries to enlist the aid of you to defeat Yugi, whereas Simon summoned you to help them fight against the Rose Crusaders, the people with the white roses. So, it gives you a choice. I remember this bit. I think what I'm going to do is go through with the red roses first, because I think that's the way you're meant to play it, because I think it's the option it gives you first. Yeah. And also, the first time I played this game, I just pressed start and sided with the team that I thought was you were meant to. I couldn't beat the first opponent. I think it took me months to beat him. So as well, I want to kind of do it as a little bit of a challenge for myself. The first time I played through this, I struggled for absolutely ages. Didn't play it for ages. Then found online all of the codes. Used a couple of the codes. Got all the best cards, and then just went through the game. I don't want to do that this time. The only codes I'm going to use are the 2 that I had from Forbidden Memories. If they're like Mimicat, if they are Sayara or something like that, then fine, I'll use them because I have technically earned them. But I'm not going to search for all of the codes. So we've returned to France to see Yugi, who we are sided with. So we have to return to England and fight Seto and his Rose Crusaders. Because in like PlayStation 1 games, PlayStation 2 games, they don't have speech. And some of them don't have like recognition of name. Like Final Fantasy X is always the one that I base it on. You can call Tidus whatever you want, but his name is never actually spoken. So in this, rather than calling you Duranathor, or the name that you pick, they just call you the Rose Duelist. Yugi did explain there. I will explain just a little more before going into the first duel. So you have a choice of two. One is on Forest, one is on Wasteland. So you can fight either Weevil or Rex Raptor. The first time I played this, I got stuck on them for so long. What Yugi was explaining, in order to obtain a Rose card, you have to have a lower duel count, the DC. So you obviously have lower than the first two straight away. The better the card, the higher the deck cost. Let's have a look. Oh, Kaiser Dragon, 2300. Let's do it by... no. Okay, this is going to happen quite a bit. Air Knight Parsheth, Thunder Dragon, twin-headed Thunder Dragon we can make. It's actually pretty good. I don't like Fake Trap. What does Burning Land do? How do I... there we go. Special info. Turns everything back to normal. Warriors of Light and Earth. Light monsters. Fake Trap. Just gets rid of Harpy's Feather Duster. So, is it left stick in? Right stick in? Right stick. The password. 1, 2, 3, 6, 8, 9, 2, 2, no, 9, 2, 8, 8. That's a 7. 6, 4, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Goblin Fan. What does that do? Permanent trap against direct life point attacking Riryoku. As far as I know, the only person who plays Riryoku is the last guy in the game, but that does also protect you against things like Sparks, Tremendous Fire. Probably not going to use it. Hopefully this one's better. 3, 7, 6, 8. That's an 8. Unlike Forbidden Memories, I'm actually playing this on a controller. With Forbidden Memories, I can play it on the keyboard. Exodia. What was Weevil? 860. I'm going to take out the Fake Trap. Put in the Exodia. Exodia's not really going to do much, but the more you play a card, the higher their deck level goes. So the only person we can have at deck leader at the moment is Luminous Soldier. But if you play, like, Kaiser Dragon every single game, he will eventually get a deck master level. So, I lost the first duel. I'm probably just going to sort of cut it to here. I might show maybe some highlights. But, I'm going to give it another go. And if I can't beat him this time, I'll try and duel Rex. Even though Rex has a higher deck cost, I'm pretty sure he's a little bit easier because of how his board is laid out. So I know that this makes Nekagao. There are a couple things that I explained, so I'll explain them again now. If I'm repeating myself, it's because I can't remember when I explained it. And also, it'll be because I don't think I've actually explained it. Off to a better start. Off to a much better start. So you move your deck master around the board to the yellow, summon in the blue, and you can also move your actual monsters as well into one space. Normally, if they have a terrain boost, they move to 2 spaces, and they only move 2 spaces when they're face up. You can't move them 2 spaces when they're face down. You have a summon count. At the top left, just under my life points, you can see 3, which means I can summon 3-star and lower. I can't summon the 4 stars, can't summon the 5 stars. You can still fuse, but if you fuse, you use the highest highest monster's level. So if you fuse a level 1 and a level 5, it costs you 5. So I kind of want to just get the Ocubeam out of my hand, because I can't remember what that fused with too much. I'm going to hold on to Moon at Envoy. But I think I move to the Wasteland, so if I do ever get attacked directly, it's not too much of a trouble. It kind of looks like he wants me to attack that, because he left it in attack mode. So I'm going to just move 2, because now I'm in attacking distance of his deck master. I think I'm just going to get rid of these. Keep the Eldine just in case I get another beast. Keep the warrior. And I don't want to use 5. So let's just... I didn't think they would, but always worth a shot. Move it forward. because I might as well put a little bit of pressure on. What do we draw? What do we draw? Turbane. I can make a Flame Swordsman. Part of me wants to just do this so that I can attack his Deckmaster, which I think is the best bet. I'm going to switch the Winged Dragon to defense in case this guy's huge. And I'm going to make a Flame Swordsman just behind it. I made Flame Swordsman last time. His effect is that he gets boosted when you're against dinosaurs. He is a fire warrior, so the legendary sword that I looked at doesn't equip to him. I found that out when I got rid of him trying to equip a legendary sword. What do we got here? 2100. So Flame Swordsman's only an 18. But if I can get him to move down to the... I think I'm going to be able to. Not quick enough. Which is kind of annoying. I'll move me over. I don't think this makes anything. But I'll give it a go, because then next turn I can just summon Neo. Okay. He's going to be able to move twice. So, to keep him a little bit further away from me, I'm going to switch the Flame Swordsman to defense, because he's going to kill it anyway, even if I move twice. I'll move back and left to attack his Deckmaster directly for 2400. It's kind of annoying. I was hoping that Flame Swordsman... Oh, yes. I don't quite know which way around it is, what way it works. But instead of having the Guardian Stars, they spellbind them. And Thomas Soul, I can make another Flame Swordsman. I know I can just attack him here and win. But if I do that, because he... You can check graveyards. Because he hasn't only played a Larvae Moth, that's the only thing that appear in the slots with Basic Insect. So I want to try and kill a couple more of his cards. But then if I attack anything, I'm just going to win. So, let's move. I'm gonna stay here. I know it means he moves his Deckmaster. I'm gonna move back and play. Let's just make another Flame Swordsman. Oh dear, that makes Wild Warrior. Let's just play a Hinotama Soul. What does he do? When this card is destroyed, about all spell cards in adjacent spaces are destroyed. That's fine. Yeah, I want to kind of encourage him to play a few more cards that I can destroy, so I get a couple more things appear in the slots. Like this. I'm going to play the Swordsman from a Foreign Land, because it has the effect when it dies, it blows something up, which should kill his Hunter Spider or the other card that he's played. I'm going to have to go a little bit careful. I think the best bet is to always keep the Nekagal in range to encourage him to move his Deckmaster so he doesn't move closer to me and then just play something and kill me. Let's put in defense, which is good. That means I can attack that. I can attack the Hunter Spider. Yeah, obviously I want to attack him, but at the same time, I don't just want to win Just attack the Hunter Spider, put that in the slots. I think because he's on so low life points, he's probably not going to attack that much. Let's just go for it. Okay, Bear Trap destroys me. It's fine, because that puts Bear Trap in the grave as well, which will be helpful. Let's move it up. And let's just go for... I want to get rid of this. Because it's very high staff and not a lot. That's a 2-4. Because it's... I think it's because it's fire, it spellbinds him, maybe? Beaver Warrior... I think I attack with the Occubeam. Okay, that spellbinds that. I can just win here. He hasn't got that much engrave though. Let's put something there to defend me. Attack this. Yeah, the reason I haven't just finished him off yet is because when stuff, the cards that your opponent has played appear in the duel slots. Oh, he attacks anyway, so. And the more cards that appear in the duel slots, the more cards you get for winning. And if you get 3 in a row, you can get a special card. I think I've played enough just to... Occubeam Spellbound, she's probably going to attack that next, so let's move Swordsman there. And then I think I'll wait and put the... Trachodon? No, it still wouldn't be good enough. I can make another Nekagao. Let's just attack this, I guess. Ah, suicided. But it is handy, because that means that maybe I can get a 2400. Might suicide the swordsman in. I'm pretty sure this does make Nekagao. Well, let's do this either way. So it kills his Quagga. If I move up, I'm not going to be able to get attacked twice anyway. Let's move here. I don't want to attack and it be another 2400, so I'm just going to put in defense. And keep the wing 8 off there. Hopefully... Okay, yeah, this is end. I could have attacked, but... So yeah, this game is a lot harder than Forbidden Memories right at the beginning. So we get the graveyard slots. You can win cards that your opponent plays. Obviously I'm going to try and get 3 Quagga in a row. Oh, that's a Larvae Let's just see what I get. Larvae Basic Insect, Nightmare Scorpion. Nightmare Scorpion had the Spellbinding, which is helpful. So, I actually beat Weevil this time. And you obtain the first of many rose cards. And it unlocks, I think, Toon, I think it was Seto. Not Seto, Pegasus. Can it move? There we go. And Bandit Keith. Bandit Keith. So, I got a couple more cards there. Let's do it by deck cost. Hopefully. Yeah, Occubeam's quite high. I'm going to take Occubeam out. And put in... It was the one that Spellbound wanted. Spellbound opposing monster. So yeah, Spellbound is always helpful. And then there's not really much I can do with the basic Insect and Larvae Moth. Well, thank you for watching. And hopefully you stick throughout the rest of this journey. I will see you guys next time when I'm probably going to be fighting Rex rather than either Pegasus or Keith. Obviously their deck costs are much higher, which means they're going to be harder. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.